Hello everybody, this is Garrett from 11 Bang Bang. Today's video is inspired by Plowboy of Plowboy's Ghost Channel. Now the question has arisen on the internet, is 4570 a substantially good round for big game hunting? Now a lot of people today will shoot high pressure 4570 through a chronograph and then test it against a say 7mm Magnum 338 Ultra Mag on the same chronograph and find out obviously there's a lot more foot-pounds of energy going down range with those Magnum rounds. And they'll even do it with 308 30-06, and what they begin to come to the conclusion of is that the 4570 on paper is inferior to these rounds. And they are, by the way, talking about modern high-pressure rounds, which we're not testing today. We are testing today old school 70 grains of black powder with a 500 grain bullet, the kind of hunting load you would have seen in the 1800s. By the way, we're using these sharp pointed bullets that were not military at the time, but they are kind of standard for hunting at the time. You can see these for Sharps rifles and things like that in the late 1800s, and what they're designed to do is penetrate things like buffalo, bear, and that's what we're talking about here. Big, dangerous game. The question always comes up, if a grizzly bear is charging you and you shoot at its head and miss, and what if you happen to hit it in the chest? What is it going to take to stop that bear? Well, obviously the best thing is a spine shot. How far are you going to have to get into that bear to hit that spine? It could be 4 feet if your shot's a little low. The question today is, will a 30-06 modern high-powered round do a better job in penetration than an old school black powder 4570 500 grain bullet? This is, by the way, going to be shot out of a trapdoor, so it is not exceeding 28,000 psi, and this is just the standard old military reload with a little bit sharper bullet. So anyway, like I said, what we want to find out is which one is going to give us the most penetration for when that grizzly bear is charging us. Obviously, on paper, the 30-06 is going to give you a lot more foot-pounds, and I don't believe that paper tells the whole story. So let's get out here and let's give this a try. High pressure modern 30-06 versus old school black powder 4570 penetration test. Here we go.
I'm going to do it again. I'm going to make a video. Man, there's been some lightning popping off behind us, so we'll have to see what happens. So let me go set up the jug.
Where am I? Who are you?
What are you doing?
State your name and business.
I'm here to shoot jugs.
What is all this?
It's a shooting range.
Are we not on the Great Plains of Kansas?
Yes, we are.
What are those? Did I move in time?
You kind of look like it.
What is that rifle you have there?
Yeah.
It's a big old burly 30-06.
30-06.
You know,
what caliber?
30 caliber. You know, the big boy gun.
30 caliber?
Mm-hmm.
Son, we just went down from a 50 caliber to a 45 in 1873. This rifle for me feels puny. I cannot imagine how bad a 30 caliber rifle would be.
Oh, it's huge.
Would you like to have a little bit of a friendly competition?
Yep, let's shoot some jugs. Here I go with the good old 30-06. I'm going to do it with this 150 grain 30-06. Oh man, that's huge. In my effing. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we went through one, completely through it, split it out. Went through two, completely split it out. Hit the third one. It was dropping down by then. It didn't go through, see the little dent? So we must have captured it in this one. So let's see what it looks like.
Now would you look at that dinky little thing? That's adorable.
We only went through 2.5.
I'll be shooting the Springfield trapdoor rifle. Go ahead and put it on half cock. Open the breech. point the muzzle down. One of my 45-70 500 cartridges here. Place it into the chamber. Good. Get it locked down. Make sure that the locking mechanism goes all the way down. And give fire. 3, 2, 1.
That one, so it went through 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This is just now getting embarrassing, son.
And it come out the side of that one. He was perfectly in the middle when he started, but it come out the side. So we're gonna have to have a redo.
All right, we are loaded up now. Let's go ahead and try and take another shot here and see if we can't capture this 45 caliber bullet. 3, 2, 1. And I got rained on.
Okay, that time the good old 45-70 went through 7 of them and stopped in the 7th one right here. Entered right there, and it dented it right there. It's quite a difference.
You see?
It barely bent the nose. There they are. This one has a slightly bent nose. And this one did what it was purposed to do and flattened out for the energy that it needed. If you look there, the 30-06 really didn't open up any more than the 45-70 already was. So we need to give it a fair shake. So we are going to use a full metal jacket 30-06. And I slid it in there. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I see the damage. Okay, let's try this one more time. It come out the side. Let's see what this does. 3, 2, 1.
Well, it would appear that this 30 caliber Wonder Bullet that you have there only penetrated through 3 jugs and then fell apart. Matter of fact, you can see some pieces of it in that jug right there. Overall, I'm liking my caliber for a big 4-legged game more than that puny little 30 caliber Wonder Bullet.
Okay, we did full metal jacket and soft point, and they both went through the same amount of jugs and got captured. So, there's one more test.
Alright, so now I'm going to step it down a little bit, and I am going to use the older 400 grain 45-70 cartridge. Make sure it locks in. Good to go. 3, 2, 1.
We only had 4 jugs left, so you aren't going to get to see the bullet.
I would say that this rifle right here fires quite the big game cartridge. It'll take down a buffalo, sure to take down one of them African elephants. Well, the last round that we fired was the 400 grain 1873 .45-70 government catcher, and it punctured through all 4 jugs that we had left out here. So as always, thank you for watching. Trust in God. And keep your powder dry. Now I gotta figure out how to get back to 1869 with my 1884.